time. Specialty coffee has always been about people working together. And the greatest coffees, the ones that truly move us, are born from connection. Connection is the evolution of collaboration. It is the why, the purpose, and the reason we come together to create the extraordinary. Hi, my name is Michael Harris, and today we'll explore the 4 forms of connection that made these coffees possible. Co-creation, fusion, synergy, and resonance. Co-creation is when people come together to create something new through shared knowledge, passion, and trust. The espressos I'm about to serve you is the perfect example of co-creation. We brought together 2 radically different non-Arabica species into a single intentionally crafted cup. A Philippine Liberica and a Colombian Eugenioides. Both co-created with Wilton Benitez and my team at Henry & Sons. Through months of experimentation and shared curiosity, this coffee is no ordinary coffee. It's a collective masterpiece. The Eugenioides was produced at Grana Paraiso 92. This coffee underwent a very unique processing protocol. It was first sanitized and placed into an ultrasonic bath for 12 hours. This breaks down the cell walls and makes way for a deeper, fuller fermentation. It is then moved into an anaerobic environment for 7 days with a yeast called Pitya Cuveri. This yeast is what contributes to this coffee's complex flavors. This combination of yeast-led fermentation and ultrasonic bath creates flavor compounds such as linalool and ethyl acetate. And when these 2 compounds combine, it produces, we perceive these as berries, grapes, and candies. Now, judges, let's talk about Liberica. Liberica is often misunderstood. It is naturally high in sweetness, but it could be bitter and astringent. This bitter astringency is caused by the oxidization of the polyphenols in the coffee. So in order to manage this quality, we applied 3 natural enzymes before fermentation. Pectinase to break down the mucilage, enhancing sweetness. Bromelain to break down the proteins, lowering bitterness. And a lacase inhibitor to inhibit the oxidization of the polyphenols in this coffee. These 3 combined help reveal the full potential of the Liberica, giving us a cleaner, sweeter, more refined cup. Judges, today we're using 70% Eugenioides and 30% Liberica for its sweetness. All the information I'm about to share with you are on the information cards in front of you. Feel free to refer to these at any time. Now, judges, for taste descriptors, for our espresso course, you will find blueberry jam, Concord grape, lemon candy, and dark cherries. For tactile, it's going to be medium in weight. The texture is going to be smooth and the finish lingering. For taste balance, it's going to be medium-high in sweetness. The acidity is medium and the bitterness is low. So judges, as I serve you these espressos, please evaluate the crema, but wait for my instructions. As you can see, crema is a beautiful thing to look at, but it could be bitter and harsh. So today I'm serving you these espressos in these very special vessels that I co-created with my coach, Federico Balonos. This here is an example of how connection can spark innovation. Judges, let's do this together. If you can please grab the vessels, just like this. Yes, perfect. Yep. And put it right on top of your espresso cups, just like this. Perfect. Let me help you. There you go. Yeah. So, as you can see, the vessels will hold the crema up while allowing only the best parts of the espresso to flow through. This is really cool. And this tool here will help revolutionize how espresso will be served and consumed around the world. Coffee lovers like you and I can now pull longer, higher extraction shots without the bitter harshness of espresso, of crema. So, judges, you may now take the vessels, place it on the spaces provided. There's no need to stir. Just enjoy. As you can see, there's no more crema. This is co-creation, not just between coffees, but between people, passion, and ideas. Please enjoy. All right, judges, are you ready? All right. So the recipe for our milk course is 22 grams in, 50 out, with a milk to coffee ratio of 3:1. For taste descriptors, you will find nougat, toasted marshmallow, blueberry cheesecake, mocha sponge cake, toffee, and milk candy. For tactile, it's going to be heavy in weight. The texture is going to be fluffy and creamy. It's going to be also rich. And the finish, lingering. Judges, we roasted this coffee 15 days ago to allow it some time to rest in the gas. We used low airflow to allow more conductive heat to reach the core of the beans, ensuring an even roast inside and out. Judges, this course represents the second type of connection we're talking about, and it's fusion. Fusion happens when ideas, techniques, and ingredients from different disciplines come together to elevate an experience. Today, we're using techniques from modern culinary science and advanced dairy processing to create a milk that would actively and harmoniously enhance our espressos. But first, some drinking instructions. Judges, as I serve you my milk course, please evaluate the visuals. After which, allow me to fully deliver all the information on the milk, because I think you guys are going to find it really interesting. After which, you may stir 3 times all the way to the bottom and enjoy. I've provided shot glasses for your used teaspoons, and there's 2 to choose from, so whichever you want. All right, so on to the milk. Today, we're using 2 types of milk, which we fuse together. A freeze-dried lactose-free milk and a vacuum-distilled full cream milk. First, the lactose-free milk. We took this lactose-free milk and we placed it into this machine to be toasted at a constant temperature of 106 degrees. This caramelizes the glucose and the galactose in lactose-free milk. And that is what gives us a nice nougat-like flavor you guys are about to enjoy. We then rehydrate this milk with a vacuum distilled full cream milk. This vacuum distillation is done using a rotating evaporator and looks just like this. The rotating evaporator allows us to remove 50% of the water volume from the milk. This enhances the milky flavors as well as the lactose sweetness of this milk. We then place it into this machine to fuse together, as you can see right now. And once these 2 milks have fused together in a very harmonious, homogeneous way, you get that delicious toasted marshmallow and milk candy flavor. All right, one more for you. Judges, this course represents fusion, a meeting of ideas, techniques, and ingredients that I'm sure will give you delight and joy. Judges, you may now stir and enjoy. Judges, after you have evaluated your milk course, please take a sip of water to cleanse your palate in preparation for a signature course. All right. All right, guys, ready? Now to the next type of connection, synergy. Synergy is one of the highest forms of connection. It's when different elements elevate each other to create something greater than the sum of its parts. Today, we're taking inspiration from the Liberica process. We're using the power of enzymes to transform, connect, and synergize all the ingredients we have here today. Our first ingredient is the 4 shots of espresso that we pulled earlier and placed into this ice bath. This would serve as the foundation of our signature course. Our next ingredient is made by taking pureed mangoes and adding an enzyme called pectinase. Pectinase breaks down the pectin, the main cause of the cloudiness in the mango puree. After letting this sit for 12 hours, separation will occur. We then strain out the pulp, leaving us with this mango nectar. We're using 60 grams. This, in combination with our coffee, will give us pineapples and mandarin. Our next ingredient is made by taking strawberries that's been macerated. We then reduce it by 50% on low heat for 5 hours, giving us this right here, macerated, reduced strawberry. We're using 60 grams, and this, in combination with our coffee, will give us a new flavor of raspberries. Our next ingredient, which I feel you'll find really interesting, is made from rice and water, and with an enzyme called amylase. Amylase breaks down the starches in the rice and transforms it into sugars. So after 12 hours, we have this sweet rice milk. We're using 100 grams, and this would add body and balance to our drink. Our last ingredient is the one that unifies and connects everything together. It's a Philippine Liberica cold brew. And the cold brew recipe is 1:6 and 24 hours in the fridge. We're using 15 grams. And this is really potent. And combining that with all the ingredients we're using today, we're going to get 2 things, banana and vanilla. Now, I'm going to integrate everything together using pressurized nitrogen. In the meantime, judges, on your table settings are letters, A, B, C, and D. These letters are assigned to you. If you could kindly please move over to our resonance station, I'll give you guys a few moments. All right. Wow, you guys move quick. Okay. So for taste descriptors, you'll find pineapple, mandarin, raspberry, banana, and vanilla. For tactile, it's going to be medium in weight. The texture is going to be smooth and juicy. And the finish, it's going to be really refreshing. Now, judges, for tasting instructions, please swirl before each sip. And please allow me to call for time before indulging in this delicious course. All right. So judges, we have just explored the first 3 types of connection that made these extraordinary coffees a possibility. Now, for the last and most important connection, resonance. Resonance is when coffee becomes a taste experience and it finally connects with you, the ones who represent the consumers it was created for. And at this final moment of connection, all our collective efforts throughout the value chain can finally resonate from the hands of the farmers to the mind of the roaster, the soul of the barista, and the hearts of the final consumer. Connection is what binds us together towards a beautiful coffee future. Please enjoy time.